How's it going? How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Um, I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad. Before we get started into this video, what I gotta cut them apart here, but I have 10 boxes from Undiscovered Realm. They're $10 like New Year's mystery boxes. But before I dive into that, I want to talk about Whatnot. I am trying to get followers on Whatnot. So you will find my username down in the description along with all my other stuff for Whatnot. Poshmark, Macari, so forth. But trying to get, a decent amount of followers on Whatnot so I can start doing live auctions again. And it would, be my worthwhile to go through the process of listing, a bunch of stuff in the auction and then setting up for the auction, doing an auction, so forth, where I can, I can make some money. Because, if I only end up with a couple of people in my auctions and then I only make one or two sales, it's kind of a waste to take the time to do it. So I'm trying to get followers on Whatnot. And here's my goal. I'd like to get 100 followers on Whatnot. And what I plan on doing when I get 100 followers. Now, I'm going to do, if I start getting followers on Whatnot, I'll start doing auctions regardless. Maybe Funko Pops, maybe Hot Wheels, maybe vintage apparel, maybe die-cast pencil sharpeners. I got a bunch of old pencil sharpeners that were my grandpa's. So, well, all kinds of stuff. I'll do that before, I even start doing that even if I don't have 100 followers on there, but if I get, say, 50 or so, and I can count on, 20 or 30 people being on my auction, then I'll start doing some auctions. But there are going to be certain things that I set aside for when I reach that 100 followers on Whatnot goal. And one of those things I pulled in my last video. So if you're not a subscriber and you didn't see the last video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you'll be aware of stuff in the future that I pull out and I say, okay, I'm going to put this aside for when I get 100 followers on Whatnot and I can do a big auction. This is what I pulled out of my last Ralphie's Funhouse box. I did not pull one of the top 5 Freddy Funkos. I did pull a Freddy Funko, but I'm not saving it. I'm going to go ahead and list it in my Macari. But what I'm going to show you right now is one that I'm set aside, I'm holding on to. And when I get 100 followers on Whatnot, I will make plans and get in the works to do a Funko Pop auction. And this will be one of, hopefully, maybe a few bigger, like, Grail type. It's not a huge Grail, okay? We're not talking like $500-$600 Grail. We're talking just $100 plus Grail. But this is what I bought. We've got the OG Tin Man Wizard of Oz 2013 pop. It's in one of these really nice hard stacks. I mean, like, this don't even have a bottom that comes off. Like, the sides and the bottom are all one piece, and then it's got this top piece that looks like, sets on, but then they've put tape over it to make sure it doesn't pop off, which is probably a good idea. But I obviously, probably later tonight, I'm actually going to take the tape loose, pull the pop out, just so I can do a once over on it. Because, I mean, looking through the protector, it looks phenomenal. It looks mint. But some things you might not be able to see through the glass, if you will. So I'm going to take it out, look at it, but then put it right back in, tape it back up. And I'm going to just set it. And what I'm planning on doing is, as I get some of these bigger ones like this that I'm not going to keep, that I am going to eventually, sell or hopefully auction off in a live auction, I'll set them aside. And then every video, before we get into the video, I will show off at least a couple of, obviously if I get to where I'm getting 5 or 6 of them, I'm not going to sit there and show them all every video, but at least every video I'll pull one out and show, okay, this is, when I get 100 followers or whatnot, this is going to be one of my in a whatnot auction. So it's kind of win-win. You, the viewers, might then be able to bid on and get your hands on some grails. Like I said, I'm hoping over time, I'll get more than just this one. And then I can have a nice, profitable whatnot auction. Make sense? Wizard of Oz, Tin Man, 2013. I'm going to hazard a guess and say that by the time I actually get 100 followers on what, I don't even know how many I got right now. I don't know whether I can just look that up real quick. Let's see. And then we'll dive into. Right, I'm not sure where it says. Yeah, I've only got 37 right now. So we got a little ways to go. Yeah, and like I said, maybe, especially like once I hit like 50, then maybe I'll start doing some more auctions. But, even at 50, because I got 37 followers, but in the auctions I've done, I've had maybe 10 people at most in the auction. And that was just, at the height. At any one time, there was as many as 10 people in there. Through the whole auction, it was probably more like 5 or 6, because some people come in and then they leave and so forth. So once I get to maybe 50 followers, then I can count on doing an auction and maybe have like, 20 people in there the whole time. And then if I hit that 100, then there'd be a good chance I could, and obviously, a little side note here, the more followers I get on there, the lower my asking starting bid can be on certain things. Like that, that pop, it's coming in $115 right now. I'm not going to go in there to an auction, even if I got 50 people in the auction, I'm not going to start that out at like $5. Okay, I'm gonna list it at what I think is a fair price for me, to where if only one person bid and it sold for that, I'd be okay with it. Make sense? Okay, but the more people you get, if I get an auction, there's 200 people in there, then I can afford to drop my asking prices a little bit, because there's a good chance there'll be enough people bidding on it, it'll make that up. Okay? Alright. Enough of that jibber jabber. We've got 10 boxes from Undiscovered Realm here. I have ordered these a number of times before. So there is a possibility that I'm going to get duplicates of stuff I already have, either in my own collection or stuff I already have in inventory. Of course, there's always a chance I will get something amazing, because I think, much like their golden ticket, I think this is kind of along the same lines of their golden ticket mystery boxes that they normally do like once or twice a year, in that there can be some, you have a possibility of maybe an autographed pop in here. You have the possibility of maybe, probably not like $300 or $400 grails, but you have the possibility of hitting some higher value pops. Definitely much more than $10 you're paying for the box. Obviously store exclusive, you can probably hit chases. Of course, a lot of these boxes are just going to be commons. Some of them might actually be less than the $10 you're paying. But at $10, it's a pretty safe gamble. You know, because even some of your pops that even if they come in and they're only worth $9 or $8, there's a possibility that since you only paid $10 for it, that one, you might even be able to get $10 out of it, or two, down the road, it might be worth substantially more than that. The one I always cite here lately is you used to get the Tyler Durden, just common pop from Fight Club, in just about any mystery box you bought. I mean, at one time I had like 8 or 9 of them. And I think I sold a few of them for like $5 because that's what they were going for. Now, the last time I sold one, I sold it for like 18 because they've gone up in value. Because people are obviously kind of looking for that pop now. So really, I wouldn't say maybe any pop has that potential. I mean, there's almost guaranteed to be some pops out there that Funko has done, and then in hindsight, they're like, you know what? Maybe we overestimated the desire of people to want that in a Funko Pop. We'll have a few like that, right? You either get them in a mystery box or you just see them and you're like, why? Do people actually want that? I mean, obviously, there's got to be somebody out there that does. Otherwise, those pops would not have any value at all. They would literally be worth $0 because nobody wants them. But, yeah, just some of them, you can't help but question. It's like, what were they thinking? Of course, the plus side of that, and this, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I kind of look at it as though the plus side of that is if there's a pop that isn't selling, people don't want it, it's got very low value, it's not likely that Funko is going to keep producing that pop. They're going to cut their losses, stop producing, basically essentially vault it. And then, most likely what's going to happen is then that pop will actually start going up in value because it'll get harder and harder to find that pop for the people that do want it. So, alright, here we go. Let's hope we get some things I haven't gotten before. Out of the 10, I'd like to get maybe like 2 for my own collection, even though I don't have any place to put them. I probably got some I could actually get rid of. I'm still thinking about. I've got a couple of Masters of the Universe ones down there. I've got the Evil Lyn. I've got the Man at Arms Special Edition, and then I can't remember what the other one's something like Man at Arms, but it's like a lizard or something like that. I don't know. I might just let those go. Alright, here we go. Number 1. I think I have 2 of these in inventory already. We have George from Seinfeld. We'll just scan these as we go along. Hopefully most of these will come up with just the Funko app. Again, paid $10 per pop, so that's what I'm basing it on. George is coming in at $9, so lost $1 there, but that's fine. Actually, I'm going to put these off to this side. That way I can keep them separate, so when I actually write them down in inventory, I can write it down as my cost of goods was $10 a piece. Trying to make sure I do that because a lot of the pops, even now, a lot of the pops that I have listed, I've written down my cost of goods was like $4.50 because that was like average when I go back and look at what I used to pay for a lot of the mystery boxes I got that were just kind of like starter mystery boxes that had basically just a lot of common pops in them. That's on average what I was paying, and a lot of those pops came out of my own collection when I decided to start my business, and I didn't have all the invoices and everything from them. So, all right, number 2, we have got Kyle. It's like a punk rock Kyle. from South Park. This is 2020 pop. The box looks to be in really good condition. South Park. I've watched a number of episodes of South Park. $15. So there we go. We made up for the dollar I lost on the George Costanza. Yeah, I've watched a number of episodes of South Park. I rather enjoy it, but not enough to where I would actually collect the Funko Pops. And I mean, in the amount of episodes there are of South Park, I barely scratched the surface. Number 3. Maybe. This tape is tough. Number 3. Oh, I think this is one I've gotten before. Yep. I have 2 of these in inventory, so now I'll have 3 of them. We have Sherman Fields from Candyman. Again, the box looks excellent. Number 4. You know, there's always a possibility that some of these pops that they do in these like $10 mystery boxes are kind of just like product. You know, the term that a lot of people like these are like product dumps, where they have a bunch of these Funko Pops that maybe they thought were going to sell or be more in demand than they are. So they do these mystery boxes so they can get rid of some inventory. Nothing wrong with that. I just have for $10. Sure. Oh, I didn't even scan that Sherman Fields. Let me scan that Sherman Fields real quick. I don't think it's coming in at more than $10 though. I could be wrong. I was wrong. Coming at $13. So overall, we only actually lost $1. If you look at pops individually, I've only lost $1 and gained $8 over what I paid so far. Dom Toretto is coming in at $12. I believe this is. I have one of these listed already in my Mercari. Now I have a second one. Oh, I have a second one listed. But I have a second one, so when that first one sells, I can list it again. Yeah, as far as I know, I don't think. I mean, it'd be nice if they did, but I'm pretty sure Mercari doesn't have a way to actually set like quantity of items on there. So if you have, say, like 6 of a certain Funko Pop and they're all in roughly the same condition, you could just make a listing and put the amount you have, and then as people buy them, it automatically would lower your inventory. I don't think it has a way of doing that. Alright, next. Oh, this looks like one I haven't had before. Oh, we got an actual con sticker. Nice. That's what these boxes were. They were the $10 NYCC original sticker mystery boxes. So that was like the hits you could get out of them. In particular were ones that actually had the actual con sticker. So here we have the Emperor, the Joker from Batman. This is the New York Comic Con 2022. So this one might have, I mean, I wouldn't imagine it's got like outrageous value. $45. That's not bad. It's not too shabby. I'll actually probably keep that one. Let's see, I've got the Joker King right there. Well, I got the Joker Emperor. I need to make some more room. I think I'm gonna have to move that Batman in the car. and just put it someplace else for now. But yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good hit. Be nice if we got one or two more with actual con stickers that I didn't want to keep. The dog's looking at me like I'm nuts. Of course, she always looks at me like that. No, that's okay, because I look at her the same way. She's nuts. Crazy. Kiwi's crazy. Nope. I see you looking at jumping up on me. We're not doing that. I'm busy. Next, we have got from Loki, we have Mobius. I've got, I believe, 2 of these in inventory, so now I have a third one. I won't be keeping that. Oh, we didn't scan it. I'm going to say $9. Whoa. Okay, I was way off on that. Way off. Mobius is coming in at $22. So, I've actually already got one of these in my own collection. Over there, yeah. Over there behind some sodas. I didn't realize it was coming in at $22. I'm going to have to look and see what I have it listed for in my Macari. Of course, that's the thing. You know, season 2 of Loki is going to be coming out here. I don't know exactly when it comes out, but I know it's this year. So that might actually start sparking interest in the first batch of Funko Pops from the first season. I've got a number of them over there. I've got Kid Loki. I've got, I think I have a, what is it, Renslayer. I've got like 5 or 6 different ones over there. Next, we have got We have Count Dracula from Bram Stoker's Dracula. Just the common. There's a chase version of this one. I actually have both of them in my own personal collection. I have one of these listed in inventory right now. And the common is coming in at $11. So you can't complain. Overall, so far, there's only one pop that wasn't worth what I paid. Or more. And that was the first one we opened, right? So this is number 8. Be nice to get at least one more con sticker one. Alright. We have got a cereal box. We've got the Fruity Pebbles. So, I don't know about those. I don't know about those. That one's coming in at $10. I mean, I do like Fruity Pebbles. Have you ever made like Rice Krispie treats, but instead of using Rice Krispies, you use Fruity Pebbles? You should try it. It's really good. I mean, you can really do that with any cereal. It doesn't have to be Rice Krispies. I mean, you could use like Lucky Charms and just have the marshmallows in there too. Because then when you bake it, the marshmallows will just melt in. Alright, number 9. We have got Coach Bombay from the Mighty Ducks. I have one of these listed right now. I'll have another one. Coach Bombay is coming in at $14. It's going to stand to reason that the one real high value pop I get is one that I actually want to keep. Why couldn't we get one that was like a $10 or $11 pop that I wanted to keep, and then have the the one with the con sticker would be one that I didn't want. Oh well. You know, eventually, if I sell all the rest of these, I should be able to kind of make back essentially what I paid. And the last one is going to be Harry Dunn from Dumb and Dumber. Sold a couple of these. And it is coming in at $16. So overall, I am not going to complain about these. Only one of them was actually worth less than what I paid. It was worth $9 and I paid $10 for it. We had one that was worth $10, so I broke even on that one. All the other ones were over what I paid. And of course the big one that I got is coming in at $45, but I'm going to be keeping that one. So there we go. A little bit longer video. It takes a little while to go through 10 boxes like that. But if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Make sure you check out Undiscovered Realm. You'll find their web address down below, along with all my stuff. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted to maybe look on, and if they still have those boxes available, I might order some more. Why not? Well, there you go. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I know I have some other stuff coming, but I can't remember what it is right offhand, or when it's going to be here. But yeah. As always, everybody look out for yourself and everyone around you, as it makes it much easier for us all to have a better chance at staying safe and healthy. Till the next time, take it easy. See ya.